Somebody's marriage is ending tonight. Maybe they decided, maybe it was decided for them. Either way, they're sitting up at midnight, scared and angry, trying to figure out who handles divorce in their city before the other side gets an advantage. They're not browsing for fun. They're not patient and they want a name. So they open up ChatGPT and type in best divorce lawyer near me. 3 names come back, a reason for each, and they make a call. They don't care what time it is. Here's what that urgency changes for family firms. The machine knows that this search is personal and high stakes, so it leans even harder on trusted validation before it names anyone. I'm Marc Apple. I'm the founder and partner at Forward Push Law Firm Marketing, and we just spent about a month mapping which family law firms break through in AI search. And family law showed strong firm-to-site presence, but directories still ran the show at the authority level. Now, I encourage you, stick with me because I'm going to show you exactly what gets a family law firm named and what keeps a good one invisible for free. Now, for the last 20 years, getting found meant ranking on Google. You had your 10 blue links, and the searcher did the picking. You could not be in position 1, 2, or 3, and maybe you'd still get the call because it was an actual human who scrolled, they compared, and then that person made up their own mind. AI tools don't work that way. If you ask one for the best divorce lawyer in your town, it hands back those 3 names and a reason for each. There is no list to choose from. It's either you're in the answer or you're nowhere to be found. And I'll tell you, people trust what the AI says. A scared person who gets handed 3 names, they don't go digging for a 4th. They start dialing the ones the machine just vouched for. And for family law, that shift, boy, it hits hard. Because the person asking is scared. It's late, and they want a name that they can trust right now. So don't take my word for any of this. Do this with me right now. Pause the video even if you need to. Open up ChatGPT and type in the way that your client would. Best divorce lawyer in your city, your actual city. Hit go and read the names. Now do the same in Claude. Ask it the same question and read those names too. I bet the 2 lists barely match. Now try it in Gemini. And a lot of the times we found it will name nobody at all. Just a little box about how to choose a good family law attorney. Now I want you to look at the reasons each tool gives. I'm guessing it's going to say recognized by super lawyers, maybe listed on Justia. And notice what it almost never says. It never says, I read the law firm's website and they seem great. The reasons come from somewhere else. And I want you to hold on to that thought because it turns out to be the whole key to what we're talking about. And then do this search that stings. Type the name of that family law firm in your market that keeps getting the clients that should be yours. Read what the machine says about them. That gap right there on your very own screen is what this whole video is about. Because here's what the research we did shows for family law in plain English for you. A decent website is not enough. AI needs more than your own word. So when the tools showed their sources, super lawyers and Justia were consistent. Best lawyers, BCG search, and best law firms turned up again and again. The machine wants outside confirmation that you belong in the answer, especially in a category this personal. So here's the real question in the AI's head. Does the rest of the web agree that you are a divorce lawyer? A nice website alone doesn't answer that. The machine checks the outside sources before it ever says your name or your firm's name. And here's what tends to go wrong, and it's painfully common. A firm has 8 years of solid family law work. Real results, strong referrals, but their bios says a wide range of legal services. Their directory profile still lists them under general practice. Now, put yourself in the AI's shoes. Somebody asks for a divorce lawyer. It looks at this firm and sees we do everything. It can't confidently say that you're a divorce lawyer who can help this person because the signals don't make sense. The gap, that's the real problem, not the lawyering, the translation. The AI can't recommend what it can't categorize. And a generalist label in a specialist moment gets you skipped. Now, I'm going to say something most marketing agencies will probably never say to your face. Being named is not the same as being the best. This is about who the AI mentions, not who wins cases. A firm with strong, consistent profiles will out-appear a better family law firm because the machine can't simply see them. So if a weaker family law competitor keeps coming up while you don't, hear me clearly on this. They didn't out-lawyer you, they got recognized. And that's the part that you can fix right now. I'll tell you that the moment that this got sort of personal for me. I had a lawyer ask me at a bar event what was going on because they weren't coming up in AI searches. What was happening was a firm across town with worse reviews kept getting the clients that they should have won. So I ran some searches and the answer was sitting right there on my screen. That other firm had complete, consistent profiles on every directory the machine trusts. The client, they had a profile that was about 3 years stale, and one of their profiles listed a practice area they dropped years ago. So the AI wasn't judging who was the better attorney because it can't do that. It was reading who actually turned in their homework, and that should sting a little, and let it, because the boring work that this attorney skipped is the exact work that you can go do right now. So I bet some of you are thinking, Mark, I don't care about any of this. My family law work comes from referrals. And you know what? Good for you. Referrals are the best business out there. But the referral still checks you out. And before they ever call, they're going to type your name into an AI tool to see what comes back. And if the AI has nothing to say about you, or worse, hands them 3 other attorneys with a glowing reason for each, that warm referral just went cold on your doorstep. Because referrals don't protect you from this. They actually run right through it. And I know who I'm talking to here. A lot of you have been burned. You probably hired a marketing agency that promised page 1 and then they handed you a report filled with data that never turned into a single phone call. And I bet then you sat through a second round of marketing interviews and you walked out thinking, these guys are all the same. So let me be straight about what this is. This is not me selling you a bigger SEO package. This is me telling you that the front page of the internet has moved and you can check every word of it yourself tonight for free. You don't have to trust me. You have to trust your own screen and what you see. And while we're being honest, let me tell you what fixing this will not do, because I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. It will not turn a weak firm into a stronger one. And if your reviews are bad because your service is bad, this isn't going to save you. And if you don't return calls, no amount of profile work is going to fix that. This will make a good family law firm findable. It does nothing for a bad one. And I'd rather you hear that from me right now than feel cheated later. Because the firms that surface more easily have done the cleanup work. None of it is fancy, by the way. Bios that actually say what you do, not a wide range of services. Divorce, custody, support, modification. You've got to have real pages for each of those with real content, not placeholders. FAQs that match how people actually search at midnight when their marriage is ending. and directory reinforcement that confirms what your website says, so the rest of the web agrees with you. And then you've got to have geographic signals that make your city and suburbs relevant and obvious. This is not some trick to game an emotional search. The goal is simpler and it's much bigger, because the firm that AI can trust when a real person needs help, that's the whole job. So here's what I think happens next. These AI tools learn by repetition. So every month your name sits in the sources they trust, the pattern hardens. And the harder it's going to get for anyone to knock you out of the top spot for the family law work in your own market. And it's worse than just waiting, because while you sit there, that competitor down the street, they're paying attention. They're filling in their profiles, they're stacking up reviews, and they're teaching AI to say their name first. Here's the thing though, the gap you're looking at today, it's the smallest it's ever going to be. And look, I made the whole study we did free for a reason. The full breakdown is up on our website right now, and I'll leave the link in the description. Go read it. Run the 4 searches for your own practice in your own city. Create your own scoreboard, and you don't need any marketing agency to help you with that. And then if you look at the gap and you decide you don't want to spend the next year watching a firm that is not as good as you get all the new clients, go ahead and call us or go to our website. But know that we work with firms that are only serious about growth, but there's no pressure to do that right now, because here's the only thing that actually matters once I turn this camera off. Right now, someone is going to ask AI for the best divorce lawyer in their town, and there's only going to be a few names listed. The only question worth asking is whether yours is one of them.